Good evening and welcome to the Wine Mothership. My name's Ian.
And I'm Peter.
And tonight, look what we have in front of us. We've got 3 bottles of the same wine. It's a Bordeaux Vertical.
Okay, so Ian, vertical. What are we talking about with the vertical?
Vertical, we've got 3 of the same wine, but we're going up in vintage. 2003, 2004, 2005 of the delicious Les Fiefs de Lagrange second label of Saint-Julien Chateau Lagrange.
And a second label is?
Just the lower quality label of, a grand chateau's wine.
Okay, super. Okay. And what can we kind of be expecting from these chaps?
We're looking for a really, classic Bordeaux tasting, Bordeaux tastes, and a fantastic fruity nose, maybe lacking a little bit in complexity, but okay. Still with all the hallmarks of Bordeaux.
So we're going to start with the 03, the bottom part of the vertical.
Right, indeed. Right. Yep. Start at the bottom.
What is it?
Well, okay. We're going to be going through, to repeat myself, Les Fiefs de Lagrange. 2003, what can we say about 2003 in Bordeaux? It's a big, ballsy, full-on vintage. A lot of people who love their Bordeaux don't really consider it a truly Bordeaux vintage, just because it's so full-on and fruit-forward, and a lot of wines have got a little bit of residual sugar and a little bit of sweetness. It's kind of aping California, but I love it to bits. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
I just like the fact you said aping California, which sounds wonderful.
Aping California. That was an album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, wasn't it?
Super. Yeah.
Instantly on the nose, we've just got tons of exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a fruit-forward, easy drinking Bordeaux with a little bit of character to back it up, kind of like a character backbone. Do you want to get into it?
Oh, shall we? Okay, let's get a mouthful of this bad boy.
Go on, you first.
I see. You're talking about fruit forward here, and that's not actually the first thing that leapt to mind. For me, I was getting a lot of kind of as a child growing up with Black Forest Gatto. Right. You got a bit of chocolate on top. You got a bit of like black cherry coming through as well. I'm getting those kind of notes quite a lot, and also at the end you get a little bit of kind of freshness, some kind of floral notes as well coming through. Yeah,
I think the acid carries those floral notes and the fruit all the way nicely through. It's a wonderful balance of acid and tannin.
It's lovely. It's absolutely pitch perfect. I thought I didn't quite get the kind of ballsy fruit you talked about.
No,
much. But
I think it comes through on the nose. There's a real big punch of quite acidic kind of red currant. I've got bright lifted red fruit here
red
on
currant.
mine.
Yeah, I get red currant.
Yeah. On the nose. It's there's a little bit of I often pick out rose petals in red wines, but I think there's certainly something to be said from here.
I don't get that so much. But
okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Going through other flavours I'm getting. I think you're spot on the black, on the Black Forest Gatto. There's definitely a cherry component as well. I think the Merlot in this and the cherryness of the Merlot's coming out. It's only 20% Merlot. The blend this year in 2003 was 80% Cabernet Sauvignon, 20% Merlot. But I think the oak is perfectly pitched as well.
Oh yes.
20% new oak in all of these, aged for 12 months. I just think it's wonderfully integrated. I just think it's at its peak right now. It's a wonderful glass of wine.
Super. So I think we're moving on to the 04 now, Ian.
Yeah, certainly.
I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
So what is the blend or cepage in this bad boy?
That's a long word, Peter.
Isn't it?
The cepage on here is 72% Cabernet Sauvignon. We've got 23% Merlot, and we've got an extra grape in here this time. 5% Petit Verdot, and as long-time viewers will know, I'm a big Petit Verdot fan. 04's not considered the best vintage in the universe. Maybe better than 07, certainly better than 08. I think it's a little bit of a dark horse of a vintage.
Okay, should we get into it?
Yeah, certainly. I'm surprised at this wine.
You sound like my maths teacher.
Oh, what? Really? Surprised at wines offered, was he?
I'm surprised at Peter, and it's usually followed by something unpleasant,
like detention.
Yeah.
I don't think this is missing so much fruit. I was expecting a step down from the 2003 to the 2004 in how fruit forward it was, but there's still plenty of hedgerow fruit and cassis, and some brighter red fruit notes on there as well. A little bit of raspberry. It's not quite so red curranty, but it's a bit furry, a bit more raspberry like on the nose.
Yeah.
The body's a little bit denser. What do you reckon?
Well, I mean, it's identifiable as the kind of slightly younger sister actually.
Okay.
It's a younger sister, yet it feels like an older sister. It really does. It's a lot more adult. I feel. A lot more adult than the 03.
Yeah.
In my mind, the 03 is kind of young high school girl running around, screaming, voice off to a gay abandon.
Yeah.
Whereas the 04 has been slightly more tamed. Is ready for a job interview.
Yes, it is the middle child. Even though she's younger, she'll always appear more mature.
Yeah, but the fun of the 03 is still present on the bruises of the shins.
No,
of
okay,
the 04,
right,
I think.
Yeah.
It's very edifying, I think.
Oh yeah, no, certainly. I would think well of the parents of this particular a candidate for employment.
She's had her fun, but she's calmed down somewhat.
Mm-hmm. I think the complexity is instantly a step up. I mean, you've got a little bit of tar in there.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Okay. There's more black fruit character on the palate. A little bit more.
I get that less, but yeah.
Okay. I find there's a little bit more cassis. Certainly, air really, really helps out this wine. There's, if you've got a bottle of 04 in your cellar, probably could do with another year, maybe 2 years. There's a resinous quality as well. It's like not quite pine sawdust resin, but like unproven, unseasoned wood that's been sawn.
There's a bit of lumberjack in there, isn't
there is a bit. There's a bit of a Norwegian sawhouse as well, and the finish is a beautifully tapered finish. Just the way it fades away to nothing. It's just so smooth and seamless. I think it's wonderful. Have anything else to add?
Oh no, that's it.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, once again, I'm surprised at the quality for such a vintage that doesn't get much love.
I send it on love.
Welcome back. We're going to have a look at the 05 now. Problems.
All right. Okay.
Right.
First of all, what is the mix on this?
Well, okay. Well, I mean, very good question. Just for the record, this is 75% Cabernet Sauvignon, 23% Merlot, and 2% Petit Verdot. But for what that's worth, fantastic year 2005, incredibly internationally lauded as one of the greatest years ever, apart from 2009, of Bordeaux. This particular bottle is heat damaged, in my opinion.
And why would you say that? Why do you think that?
Well, it's got no lift. It's dense and stodgy, and it's the acid seems to have died on it. The finish is incredibly short, and there's something furry and just cooked tasting about the tannins. There's no red fruit. Even in 2004, which is a cool vintage, there was still a little bit of raspberry on here. It's all dark fruit here. It's bramble and cassis, black berry and cassis. But it's not. It's disjointed. It's odd tasting, and
I get that.
It's rubbish, really. But probably not the fault of the vintage.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's wine. Now, a whiff of sulphur, a pentagram drawn on the floor in chalk, a candle at each point. It's time for the shit wine review. Yeah, Peter.
Well, I've been scouring the bowels of hell for something, and I think I've come up with something to your taste.
Yes.
This is Kajitsu no something. I can't even read that very well.
No, it's poorly printed.
Sasayaki.
Give him a look.
Well, yeah, that's it. It's just a rather funny little bottle. And let's have a try of this.
Go on, unscrew.
Give you a little
screw cap.
Screw cap, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And that should probably be enough for you.
Jeepers creepers. That smells like.
Stop. Okay. Stop right there, because one of the things about this wine is it has drinking recommendations, which is why I chose it. Now, you can drink this straight, apparently.
Yeah.
Or you can drink this with soda, but
as it says, yeah.
What's recommended is with on the rocks.
So,
If you don't mind,
okay.
I'm going to freshen your glass a little bit. We have to be fair about these things.
I feel like I'm 17 years old again.
Yeah.
There's that. I've done this. Oh, okay. Oh, plenty of grape.
Oh my
Plenty
God.
of grape.
This is something, isn't it?
Concord grape.
I'm not even sure this has alcohol.
No, it's really grapey, isn't it? What's the percentage?
No, it does. It says on the label.
All sake.
It has that, yeah. It's alcoholic.
Okay.
But
That's brutal. 7%. It was like a beer.
7%.
It's like grape beer.
But it's not unpleasant, really, is it?
No. Well, no.
Not really. I mean, you could kind of whack this into a kind of cheap sangria.
Yeah,
load
sure,
of fruit
sure.
into it.
But it's just like alcoholic grape juice. I don't really want to drink it, but I could.
I'm unaware that there is alcohol in it, though.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, even the 7% sounds kind of little kind of
yeah,
too
no,
much, really.
yeah, sure. I wouldn't put this much above 3 or 4%.
No.
It tastes like one of those wines of people of a certain vintage. Or remember when bottles of Thunderbird and what's the other one? Mad Dog 2020. That's right. But Mad Dog 2020 was kind of chemically and artificial. It's kind of like the organic hipster version of Mad Dog 2020, and that's fine by me.
I could almost imagine drinking this during running a marathon.
Really?
It just doesn't taste of any alcohol at all.
No,
it's just grape juice.
No. Like you could certainly serve a glass of that to like a 10-year-old, and number one, go to prison, but number two, the 10-year-old probably wouldn't notice there was anything awry.
No.
Okay, all right then. Well, there you go. The magic of
we take
the
no
ice.
responsibility of how people use this drink in the future.
No, indeed. I believe there's a government health warning on the back somewhere in Japanese.
Just to be legally clear about this.
Oh, that's all right.
So it's not really that bad, is it? It's not really a wine from hell at all. It's just not really a wine.
No. It's a slightly alcoholic grape juice. Thank you for watching the shit, average, reasonably nice,
passable
wine, alcoholic grape juice review. Welcome back to the reckoning. Which of these three beauties, or well, two beauties and one slightly spoiled one, comes out on top? Peter, 3 or 4?
Can I say both?
Really?
Yeah. I think it's. I really like the 4, and I think the 4 is better. But I think that's possibly because we drank the 3 beforehand.
Yeah. Okay.
Really kind of framed it well.
Yeah, but I mean, the ostensibly the 4 is the superior wine, but the 3 is just so much fun. It's just that high school girlfriend. She might not have been ideal, but you can't remember. You can't forget the times you had with her, and it's
bags of fun. It's rambunctious, and it's great. This
easy to hang out with, and
the 4's a little bit more a bit more restrained.
Yep.
But still, you can still see the beauty.
Yeah, indeed, yes, indeed.
And this 05 is just a bit of an old slapper, to be honest. Honestly,
a bit of an old slapper,
so to speak. Yeah.
Well, it's heat damaged. We can't really judge the 5, of course.
It's a bit unfair.
Sure. So, no contest for the 5. Excuse me. But I mean, I would give the 4 just the edge slightly because it's. I know it's just a little bit more versatile, but certainly. But if you can find the 3, buy it on up.
And a comment for the shit wine?
Well, it's not wine.
It's not shit.
No, and it's not shit. No, it's basically what it is. It's grape juice that's had some sort of spirit alcohol added to it to make it an alcoholic beverage. There's a place for that.
Yeah, there is a place for this.
Yeah,
I think if you wanted to do
that place is the playground.
If you wanted to do a cut price sangria.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
It's nice and sugary.
Right. Okay. Well, our first ever vertical. We'll be back with a few more verticals in the near future. So, thank you for watching the Wine Mothership, and remember, may the wine be with you always.